Hey, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Are you ready for more in 2026? More money, more success, more opportunities, more joy, more creativity? Then I got you, Aries. We're going to get into your money and career energies for 2026. Aries, welcome to the channel or welcome back. So awesome to see you here. My name is Stella Wilde, and I will be guiding you through our many oracle decks to see what energies are available to you to use in 2026 for your money and career goals, because truly using the energies changes everything. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that these are general readings. If you want me to look at your personal astrology and what is going on for your money life, I do have a money activation astrology reading. I will leave a link to it in the description of the video if that is calling your name. All right, Aries, the first energy we are going to look at is from the Wealth Code Oracle deck, and we are going to see what planetary advice is yours to manifest your money and career goals in 2026. There is a mantra on the card and also keywords that you might want to use in your own affirmations for 2026. All right, let us see. Aries, big year for Aries, Saturn and Neptune conjoining at that 0 degree mark. All right, we have the Advocate, Saturn. I align with the greater good for all. Wow. Saturn rules your 10th house of the public, Capricorn, your 10th house of visibility, your 10th house of career. I also think because Saturn's going into your sign, advocating for yourself, of course, but advocating for what you need for yourself so that you can create something that may perhaps be for the wider good, for the public good in some way. And your public can be, your neighborhood, your community. It could be the people you work with. It could be the people that you have as clients, your own business. Apply the energies to your life accordingly. I align with the greater good for all. Humanitarian, resourceful, integrous, idealistic, resilient, outspoken, opinionated, rebellious. A champion. Oh, this is so Aries. Supportive, compassionate, democratic in the sense of being about being equality. Passionate, driven, and devoted. So, and this is so interesting, Aries, because Saturn and Neptune are joining at the 0 degrees Aries point, which is connected with the world. So your actions, everything's a metaphor, could have an enormous impact on whoever is in your world, whoever is in your orbit in the year ahead. What you're doing for your money and career goals, what you do in your business, how you show up and share your gifts and talents, the actions you take, they could have long-lasting and important results, not just for you, but also for the larger world. And we are talking about Saturn here. This is about building something significant in your life. I am going to do quite a few videos on Saturn in Aries. I've already sketched them out. They're coming soon. Saturn does not go into Aries until the middle of February, Valentine's Day. So those are coming. But I just want to say, it's not all doom and gloom when Saturn goes through your own sign. It is not, all right? And I will make a video on that. It's not for right now discussion, but stay tuned for that. Think about that. It's, Aries tends to be very individualistic, and there's nothing wrong with that. But also, Aries does like to make an impact in the world. We have that hero or heroine energy about us, right? We want to feel like what we're doing matters and we can help people in the way that we are uniquely designed to help people. And sometimes the best way we help people is through modeling and inspiring other people. The way we show up and begin things with our fiery energy, the way we commit, the way we take calculated risks, etc. You know how we are, right? That can serve as an inspiration to other people. And so there could be something like that going on here as well. But now let's clarify that energy, aligning with the greater good for all. But because Saturn's your 10th house, I mean, you could be taking on some sort of very high profile, responsible, committed role in the public in some way where people are really coming to you for that inspiration, for advice, for knowledge, for connection, for making money. All right, let's see what we need to know about this. Aries. High Priestess and the Pluto. Wow. Okay. So this really speaks to the time frame of Saturn and Neptune in your 12th house, hidden away in Pisces for the last, well, Neptune's been in there since 2011, but Saturn in Pisces for the last 3 years. So this High Priestess energy of obscurity, of being in the shadows, but it wasn't without a purpose. There was something here you were incubating, you were strengthening in terms of your own wisdom, your own skills, your own essence, shall we say. I feel like you were in kind of an incubation period. You might have felt in exile. Absolutely. That can be 12th house themes, especially when Saturn's going through our 12th house. Absolutely. But it wasn't for no reason. The reason is here. The death card is here. So this is an enormous change of going from obscurity, feeling like nobody knows who you are, what you're doing, etc., ending old cycles, into a massive season of change where you are, we're clarifying this Advocate Saturn card, where you are suddenly now, the spotlight is on you. You're in the public. People are noticing what you're doing. So this is an enormous season of change for you, 2026. We know this. We've been discussing it, and there's more to come, more discussions about it. But also, I want you to recognize here with this High Priestess, you have been preparing for this. You are ready. You are ready to take on, I think, a greater role in your career, in the public in some way, whatever that means for you. Pluto is in your 11th house. Pluto rules the death card, Aquarius. So there could be transformations in terms of your networks and connections, and connecting, having invitations from people who are noticing your power. So aligning with more powerful groups, again, as an inspirational force, perhaps, networking more. Pluto rules your 8th house of transformation and other people's money. So the way you can manifest, perhaps, apply the energies to your life, more finances or financial growth in your life is, yes, to be an advocate for yourself. But also know that you don't have to convince people or sell people. It's more like they're going to align with this energy that you have, this internal wisdom that you're just radiating out through how you're showing up in the world. So this is not about being an assertive, aggressive, like marketer of your energy or something. No. This is standing in your authority. It's a very different vibe. Yeah, I mean, rebellious, a champion. That's the thing. And outspoken, being the one who is the trendsetter, also with Pluto in that 11th house. Like, you're going to be seeing things ahead of the wave. You're going to be acting in ways that are far ahead of other people. Like, they're going to be kind of catching up to you because you are so tuned in to the astrological energies. You've been through this incubation period. This death card, it's like it's the metamorphosis of the butterfly, right? Like, it's you're coming out of this spiritual cocoon that you have been in, and you are stepping into the highest point, the 10th house, the highest point, Capricorn, of your energy, to really show people this is how it's done. So let us see what else we need to know, Aries, about this money, career, energy. So remember, everything's a metaphor. This could also just mean that it's time for you to really advocate for yourself when it comes to what you deserve with your money and career life, and also maybe with other people's money, like not letting them pay you less anymore, not letting them shortchange you. Like if you're in some sort of negotiation of a business deal, like advocate for yourself. All right, let's see what else we have going on. Aries. Oh, we have Mercury in Cancer and we have intuition. That's your 4th house, home, family, roots, but also your foundation in life. Mercury in Cancer, they just know what they know. They can't even explain it. They feel it. So really tuning into, again, like I feel like there's something of you being really ahead of a curve and you speaking truth, and that's just coming from the deepest well of your intuition. We have this High Priestess, and now we're having this Mercury in Cancer that can serve you very well in the year ahead when it comes to manifesting money and opportunities. It's not going to be about overthinking it and rationalizing it. It is going to be tuning into the foundational flow, that Cancer energy, that 4th house. Like, does it just immediately, intuitively make sense to not just your brain, but your heart space, your emotional space? You're going to feel things and they'll just get blurted out of your mouth. That's how you know. If you're sitting there and you're kind of trying to talk yourself into something or journal about it and talk yourself into it, that's not what it is. And it's interesting because I said riding a wave, and then we get this, Mercury in Cancer intuitive wave of energy. You're riding a big wave of whatever you're aligning with. It needs to feel organic, like it's just coming up from within you. And you will also turn and trust, everybody thinks Aries, fire sign, they're just always running around. They're not intuitive. Bullshit. Like the thing with Aries intuition is it often comes as just like this immediate like instinct, and your actions may precede the intuition. That's the other thing. It's like you do something and then you realize a day later or a couple hours later, whatever, like, wow, I was acting on that before I even got the intuitive hit that was the thing I really should have done. So that's the vibe we are getting here. Okay, that Mercury in Cancer aligned with your instinctual Aries stuff. It's like when it's all in flow like that and you're flowing and not second guessing even your actions and what you're doing and what you're feeling. If you feel something, you don't have to intellectualize it to yourself. Just do it, is the advice from the tarot that you can take or leave and apply to your life as appropriate. All right, let's see what we need to know about this. Yeah, 3 of Swords and the Hierophant. Your 2nd house of money, Taurus, is showing up here. So there could be something about a commitment, a financial commitment in some way, or something connected to your self-worth and self-esteem, 2nd house. And you are going to immediately clock it. This is the Mercury in Cancer intuition of either this feels right or it does not. And you do not have to justify why you commit to something or why you don't. You just need to pay attention to how it's feeling in your body, the 3 of Swords. So there's something here about pattern recognition, but the pattern recognition is not intellectual. It is physical and emotional. And that is the thing to tune into. If you want to have the right aligned commitments for yourself in the year ahead, please keep an eye on this. Do not logically talk yourself into things, especially big money commitments in some way. There is a lesson here that's very Hierophant. There is a lesson about knowing what you know, trusting what you know, and not, if something is twinging, that 3 of Swords, you're getting the ick, whatever verbiage you want to use here. Stay committed to yourself, your own self-worth. That is all you need to know. All right, let's keep going, Aries. Let's keep going. We got 2 more to pull of this, and then we're going to talk about Jupiter transits. All right, Aries. What else? Aries. we have Moon in Sagittarius, optimism. Beautiful. Your 9th house of expansion and growth, travel, learning. It is also the house, too, of advocacy because it is connected with courts of law, the 9th house. So it's interesting we got this as well. So it is possible, as I said, everything's a metaphor here. It is possible that there might be something going on with contracts, legal things, legal negotiations, buying, selling, these types of energies as well. All right, optimistic about how you're expanding and growing in the year ahead with your money and career life. Let us see what we need to know about that. Aries. Six of Wands and the Magician. Do we love this? We love this. Okay. So manifestation of a beautiful opportunity for yourself from your creative energy, from your optimism. Are these not optimistic cards? The Six of Wands and the Magician? Oh, yes, they are. And I love this Magician card so much with this beautiful woman here in her Aries red coat, her coat of magic and manifestation, and the Six of Wands, victory, success, being a leader. And the Six of Wands is often associated too with kind of a homecoming energy of a return, like that we're coming back to ourselves. That's what I feel here. You are coming back home to yourself, your beautiful Aries energy, and you are aligned with the fire moon in Sag of optimism, like your energy pumped up, refreshed, like I got this, I can do this, I can advocate for myself, I can create new opportunities for myself, I am rewarded in ways that light me up, that make me feel happy. So there could be some sort of award, reward that you are manifesting for yourself. It's coming through your energy. So we had before this kind of energy of exile with the High Priestess that, as I said, is changing. And then we're moving into a season of visibility, of manifested visibility with the Saturn in the 10th house of visibility of career, and then also the Six of Wands and this Magician. Magician for me is a year-long cycle. So this year can absolutely be a game changer when it comes to your optimism levels, because you're not feeling like you have to wait around anymore. You're like, you know what? Enough of this shenanigan of Saturn and Pisces. It's Saturn and Aries time. It's Neptune and Aries time. It's time to commit to my goals, the things I want to create. It's time to put my energy out in the world. And I'm doing it in a way that is totally aligned with me. And that is what can bring in opportunities. And again, going back to this role model type energy, this is also that. The Six of Wands and the Magician, people looking up to you and your energy of what you're creating, how you're creating, and being very inspired by it. And perhaps also wanting to learn from you. That is very 9th house Sagittarius energy. So those of you who are in the business of writing, communicating, publishing, teaching, 9th house activities, these types of things, spirituality, wisdom, there could be opportunities in that realm for you where you're leading people through those types of experiences. And it's because they want you to. They're looking at you as the leader. All right, let's see. And finally, what do we need to know here? Ooh, we have Venus in Scorpio. We have secrets. All right, what is that all about? We had the Death card before. Venus will be going retrograde in Scorpio later in the year. We will talk more about that when it is arriving. So that may be an important thing to kind of keep an eye on, because that is your 8th house of other people's money. So what I would say here to this is, you know, Aries tend not to keep secrets. We just don't have the bandwidth for that. It's like there's a difference between privacy and secrets. It's different. Semantically, I think it's different. I just think that there could be somebody else's shenanigans, especially during the Venus retrograde. Are you dealing or redealing with a situation or a person who's trying to pull the wool over your eyes? Is something being kept hidden from you when it comes to other people's money? I like examples like they say they can't give you a raise, but meanwhile, they just had a banner year and sold a lot and made a lot of profit, and what, they can't give you a raise? It's these types of things. It's a bunch of baloney, right? You get what I'm saying. There could be something going on with that. Let's see what we need to know. And any dealings you're having in 8th house matters. So any types of insurance, inheritance, mortgages, refinancing, debt consolidation, all these 8th house, other people's money things, make sure you get all the information you need, that nobody's keeping something from you. It's like lying by omission. Well, you didn't ask us about that, so we didn't tell you. Oh, please. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. All right, let's see what we need to know about that. I'm not saying that's going to happen. We just read the energies that come up. Just stay aware. This is, money reading as well. Yeah, Queen of Coins and the Judgment. All right, with these two energies showing up, what I am feeling is that there may be some sort of big financial decision that you are going to be making. I would keep an eye. I don't have the exact date in my brain at the moment. Keep an eye on the Venus retrograde time frame, because you don't want to be making big money decisions when Venus is retrograde. But you are maybe contemplating a big money decision. And what I would say to that is keep it secret, keep it private. Because it could be something quite significant. You have the Queen of Coins here. You have this big coin in your lap. You have the Judgment, energy of new life and new beginnings, and something where you're improving your financial profile. We had your 8th house showing up here before with the Death card. We have the Magician. So we had the Hierophant with your 2nd house of money showing up here. So there could be some big money commitment that may be coming later. I feel it's later in the year. Really, until everything is the way it needs to be, signed, sealed, and delivered. Okay, then maybe you can tell other people. Wait till it is a done deal. That is what I am feeling. And also just really investigate. You see the Queen of Coins. She's here looking at that coin very carefully. Take the time. Don't rush, Aries. Take the time to investigate it thoroughly. Use your judgment. Use your discernment, the Judgment card, of what this is before you commit to it, the Hierophant that we had before. Because we also had the 3 of Swords before, remember. And we have Mercury in Cancer that is helping you. All right, Aries. So Jupiter is still in your 4th house, Cancer, until June 30th. So have you moved? Have you improved your home situation? Have you rooted yourself deeper into something that's important to you? Have you started building a new foundation in your life? All of these, figurative or literal. So let us see what you need to know. Jupiter could still be delivering its benefits. The transit's not over until June 30th. Let us see, Aries, what you need to know about that. We have slowing down. We have the Knight of Coins showing up here. We have the turtle who carries its home on its back. So there could be, I'm going to pull one more card. I feel there's something here, again, not rushing about some sort of decision about where you're living, how you're living, who you're living with, taking your time to discern, as we were just looking at, and slowing down your financial role, your decision making. And of course, with the Queen of Coins, also Knight of Coins, it's important as well with these energies to, and we have the 8th house a couple times, save your money in whatever way you feel guided to do, whether you're investing or whatever you're doing. Okay, but slowing down and not making a rash decision about something connected with your home. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this Jupiter in Cancer. Somebody could give you good advice to slow down and wait with something. That Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter can be an advice energy. All right, let's see. Wow. And we have the receptivity, which is the Ace of Cups. So water energy. So I feel like the universe could be slowing you down in order to align you with something better. And it's the water here, which is we had the Mercury in Cancer. Cancer's the 4th house also. If something is going on for you related to your 4th house, your Cancer house, these first 6 months of 2026, these energies are suggesting that you take your time and you only move forward and make a decision when you feel like it fully, with that Mercury in Cancer intuition, aligns with what you want, that you're absolutely willing to receive it. It's the right thing for you. It opens up your emotions to, like, yes, that optimism, that moon in Sag. We had the moon card relating, again, emotions, home, Cancer, energy, the moon, right? When it makes you feel like, this is it. Yes. So, and that can come through not rushing and slowing down and tuning into that emotional energy. So there could be, with this moon that we had before, the optimism, the moon in Sag, there could be a beautiful opening to a new place or an improved living situation in some way that you're quite grateful to receive in your life. So that is one way to look at those energies. Then Jupiter is going to be moving into Leo after June 30th, which is your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, taking a risk, following your bliss, and also the house of the entrepreneur. So let us see what we need to know about that. Jupiter transiting fellow fire sign could be good. South Node is also going to be in Leo, though, so that's going to open up a whole other scenario. But again, that's for another video. But let's see. Expansion into what your heart wants and needs when it comes to money and career. What makes you feel fueled? Your creative energy. We had the Magician before. All right, let's see. Oh, I got 2 stuck together. What do we have here? Oh, wow. We have the 6 of Wands again. Success. Oh my God. And we have the Magician again. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. I'm getting like body chills here. We got the exact same cards that we had here. Is that not insane? In the best way. All right. Look, you got your energies for 2026. You got the 6 with the 6 of Wands, and you have the Magician. So this is about stepping into your power. Look at this tiger here on this success card. Fearless. You're the tiger people might have a really good year. It's possible here. But this Jupiter and Leo, this is saying, we got the double 6s. So goes into Leo at the end, the very last day of June. But the 6 months after that, from July through December, could be quite amazing for you, Aries, when it comes to, yes, your existence, what you're doing to make magic in your world, how you're manifesting your talents and capabilities, how you're moving towards success, how people are noticing you. And Jupiter, it's lighting up your heart. Like your heart is filled with that moon in Sag, optimism, the joy, like I'm back, baby. I am back. No more exile in the shadows of my incubation. I am out here as the full Aries butterfly that I am. Cue Mariah Carey. We are here and unstoppable. So anything that you are willing to commit to, Saturn here, and advocate for yourself in the year ahead and serve as an example. I really feel all these energies are really talking about that. I align with the greater good for all. The greater good for all on this card that we were talking about is about you being a living example of powerful, passionate manifestation energy, of you showing other people how you lead, how you manifest your goals, how you show up and shine, how you follow your heart, how you take calculated risks that align with your natural intuition and instinct, and then manifest something beautiful in your life. So I think this is a whole new beginning. I do think some sort of big money scenario is a brewing for you to keep an eye on. Again, there's nothing negative here. We just keep an eye on it. With that 8th house Scorpio, that Venus retrograde, just file that in the back of your mind. Nothing to be worried about. But all of this also indicates to me that the recognition, the fire, the 6 of Wands, the manifestation energy, the alignment, that magician aligning with your energy is what brings the finances. This is not a time to be denying who you are. It's time to accentuate who you are and let the world see that beautiful Aries diamond brilliance. Because that is our birthstone, the diamond. And we shine like that, baby. Oh, yes, we do. So Aries, I would love to hear how you plan on using these energies in the year ahead. What are you going to set intentions to manifest the magician twice? What are you going to set intentions to move toward with your head held high? Leadering, acting as a leader. That's not a word, leadering. Leading people to their promised land, their destination through your own good example of how it's done. I would love to hear in the comments. And remember, if you want me to look at your personal chart, I can do that. Link is in the description. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde. And he's been finally good today. Mr. Bobo in the background, signing out.